The single most powerful surviving voice of the anti-apartheid struggle has gone silent. Winnie Madikizela Mandela brought out the centrality of women in the African political struggle. Up to the time of her death, she was still getting accolades for her work, and barely 2 months before she breathed her last, the prestigious University of Makerere in Uganda awarded her an honorary doctorate for her struggle. New Vision TV now brings you some of the other African women whose struggles have redefined the continent. In Kenya, at the beginning of the last century, Mary Muthoni Nyanjiru led women in probably the first non-violent protest recorded in colonial Kenya and was killed outside a Nairobi police station on March 23, 1922. Nana ya Asantewa of Ashanti Empire from 1863 to 1923 led a 5,000-man force of anti-British War of the Golden Stool, a rebellion against the British at a time when the men surrounding her were low in spirit, afraid and discouraged. From the southeast came Josina Muthemba Machel, a very young revolutionary of the Mozambique War, an incredible freedom fighter who Samora Machel just could not resist. She died at the very young age of 25. From the southwest, Africa got Deolinda Rodrigues de Almeida, an Angolan MPLA militant and writer. She was captured by treacherous rival FNLA, tortured and dismembered alive. Joyce Mujuru is a Zimbabwean combatant whose war name was Teirai Ropa, which means spill blood. She joined the Zimbabwean liberation struggle while still a teenager and rose to be a commander in the Zimbabwe African National Liberation Army, finally winding up as Mugabe's vice president. From Nigeria, a woman who stood out amongst men, Chief Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, believed to be the first woman to drive a car in Nigeria, who lived between 1900 and 1978 in Nigeria. She harassed the military governments and on passing left behind her formidable sons and grandsons, the Kutis. Miriam Makeba was an outstanding South African songbird who devoted her music to fighting apartheid, known also as Mama Africa. She died in 2008 at the age of 76. From southwest Uganda at the beginning of the last century came Humuza, a woman who led the Nyabingi military resistance against colonialists in Rwanda and Uganda's Kigezi region. She commanded a fierce war that is still stiff of legend. She was captured and deported to Buganda, where she died in 1945. And from Kenya came Professor Wangari Maathai, the environmental warrior who founded the Green Belt tree planting movement. She fought the all-powerful dictatorship of KANU under President Moi and prevailed. She won the Nobel Peace Prize of 2004. Another African woman who won the Nobel Peace Prize was Africa's first woman president of Liberia. She shared it in 2011 with Liberian peace activist Leima Gbowe and Yemeni journalist Tawakkol Kaman for their non-violent struggle for the safety of women and for women's rights to full participation in peace-building work. These powerful African women will forever hold a special place in the hearts of Africans. For Winnie Mandela, who will be laid to rest on April 14th, the world will forever remember you as a courageous and inspirational woman.